Hi you guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kayla. For those of you who are new, welcome. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button because you're gonna like what I got going on over here. So you might as well just subscribe, join the family, you know, get that out the way. And for those of you who are my oldies but goodies, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. I missed you guys. So, today's topic of conversation is gonna get a little bit uncomfortable, but it needs to be talked about because nobody else is talking about it, and I'm gonna talk about it. So, before we get started, if you guys are having a hard time getting your water in, I don't come on here and promote stuff that I feel like is shenanigans. The HYDROJUG has really helped me get my water in, and I love it dearly with all my heart. I make it my goal to finish one of these a day. If I can't finish two of them, I at least finish one of them. Like I said, people will say, well, what's so special about the HYDROJUG? Nothing, it's a jug, but it's a pretty jug, it's a big jug, and I make it my daily goal every day to finish one of these. And I know if I do that, I've got my water in for the day. So I will leave a link down below. You guys can grab your HYDROJUG, bomb.com. So with that being said, one of my followers over on Instagram, which if you're not following me over there, I highly encourage you to do so because I slap you guys with daily motivation. I'll leave that down below as well. It's IAMKAHLAARMANI. But one of my followers over there, turned good friends now, had sent me a message, and I don't feel like she's the only one going through this. So I did ask her permission to share. I'm not going to disclose her identity or anything for privacy. But she did give me the permission to share. So I'm going to share with you guys what is going on with her. And it kind of ties into what I wanted to talk to you guys about today. So long story short, she was in a relationship. She's always been in a relationship, even before VSG. She got VSG, lost 100 pounds. Things are clearly different now. She used to wear baggy clothes. She was insecure. She didn't really go out. She didn't like a lot of attention on her, etc., etc. Of course, losing weight, that changes. So people start to look at you different. People start to notice you more. You want to explore different clothing. You want to explore nightlife. Things change. Lose weight. Things like that are going to change. And long story short, to sum up our conversation, her man is acting real funny, and now he calls himself, you know, well, I want to leave. I don't want to be with you no more. So she asked me, you know, what should she do? Now, I am not that girl that's like, oh, leave your man, girl, because you don't need him. Leave him. Like, that is not me. I am not that friend. I've never been that friend. Unless it's like abusive and volatile, I'm not that friend to tell you to leave your man. I will never be that friend. I've never been that friend. But in a situation like this, I told her real quick, he wants to leave because you've decided to better yourself. He wants to leave because you feel good about yourself. He wants to leave because you found a new you. I mean, are you doing stuff behind his back? Are you going out behind his back? Are you being shady? And she's like, no, like, I've encouraged him to come with me. Like, I want to step out with him. No, I haven't done any of that. So my response to her was, well, if you've encouraged him to go along with you, and his response to you was, and when she told me this, my mouth about fell to the floor. His response to her was, I liked you better when you were bigger. If I would have known that you were going to lose weight, like, I would have never got with you. I don't want to be with no skinny girl, blah, 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 etc., etc. Just absolutely ridiculous. So I guess because she's losing weight, she's looking good, she's feeling good, now he wants to exit the premises. So, after hearing all these nasty, mean things that he said to her, which is why I'm not reading the message word for word, straight out of the DM, I said, well, I would tell him, this is what we gonna do. We gonna go in that closet. We gonna get your suitcase, and I'm gonna be nice about it. And I'm gonna pack all your shit up for you. And we're gonna put it on the first train smoking, and we gonna get you up out of here. That's exactly what I would do with that. Anybody, I don't care who you are, fat, skinny, black, white, or candy stripe, anybody who wants to disown you because you want to better your health, you want to better your success, you want to better your wealth, you want to better your spiritual, you want to better yourself in general. Anybody who makes that a problem and turns it into your problem, it's actually their problem and they need to leave, and you don't need to be around that. You deserve much, much better than that. And I asked her if I could share this because, like I said, she can't be the only one going through this. You guys have to understand. And I touched base on this even back when I was camming and I used to come on here and give you guys advice. There's a percentage of men in this world who, and I hate to say it, but it is what it is. There's a percentage of men in this world who get with bigger women because they look at us as an easy target. They look at us as somebody who's going to pay their bills. They look at us as somebody who's going to allow them, I should say, to walk all over them, do whatever they want, do whatever, anything they want. They think that big women are going to put up with it and big women are going to allow it. Okay. There is a percentage of men in the world who are like that, and you have to be careful of those kinds of men. And from how she was describing the situation, it sounds to me like he was like that. And now that she is taking control of her life, he don't like it. You see what I'm saying? So if you're in a relationship with somebody and your man or your woman is saying, oh, well, I liked you better when you were bigger, I don't want to be with you now since you want to lose weight and you think that you this and you think that you're that. If they're making their problem seem like it's your problem, it's not your problem. That's their problem. And they need to go, because that's going to mess with you mentally. That's going to turn into where you're going to stop focusing on your weight loss and start focusing on your relationship, which in return is going to affect your weight loss, which is what I'm going to talk about in today's video, which is dating and how, and it's men treat you after weight loss. And men, you can look at this video because women are going to do the same to you. So it's not, this is not directed just towards women. I'm telling you, men, girls are going to treat you guys the same way. If you're a heavy dude and you've lost a large amount of weight, the same girl that didn't pay you no attention before, she going to start paying you attention now. So this is aimed towards you, but I'm going to give it to you in a girl's point of view. So I told her, I said I would send his butt packing on the first train smoking, period, point blank, because if you don't want to be here to witness my journey, you don't want to be here to support my journey, you got to go. You're not going to be the same person after this. No matter how hard you try to be the same person after this, you're not going to be the same person after this. Going from 323 pounds, which, mind you guys, a little update by the way, I am at my 7-month mark and I am officially 81 pounds down. Thank God. You guys, I felt like I was never going to get there. Oh my goodness. So I am at my 81 pound down mark, and it feels so good. I am so eager to hit the 100 pound mark. I want it so bad I can taste it, but I have to take it one day at a time, just like you guys have to take it one day at a time. But even 81 pounds down, you guys, I am not the same Kayla that I was 81 pounds ago. You're not the same. If you truly take this journey serious, if you truly, I mean, your whole mindset is different. What I put in my body, I mean, every day is calculated. I know what my day is going to look like. I know what I'm going to put up with. I know who I'm going to deal with. I know what I'm going to be around. And that all ties into when people ask me, when are you going to start dating? Do you have a boyfriend? I know you guys came here thinking, oh, she's probably going to say that she's got a man and she's this and she's that. I don't have a man for reasons such as that message that I received from my friend/follower. There's going to be a lot of people who give you guys attention right now. When you start losing weight, honey, people are going to come out the woodwork. People from high school who never paid you the time a day before. People who you work with that never paid you attention at work. All of a sudden, they're going to be like, hey, girl. People who, your next door neighbors who never looked in your direction before, they're going to start, hey, Miss Parker. Like, it is your local grocery store clerk who never looked in your direction. You might go in to pay for you a little chicken breast, and they're going to be like, don't you come in here? You can be like, yeah, it's me. And they go, oh, hey. It's crazy. Like, people are going to start paying massive amounts of attention to you, male or female. They're going to pay attention to you. My outlook on that is this. So I'm not going to sit here and lie to you guys. I have a person in my life who I do deal with. He's not my boyfriend. I dealt with him for a very long time. He was in my life before my weight loss. I dealt with him at my heaviest. I still deal with him now. Again, he's not my boyfriend. I deal with him because I know that he is not just here because, oh, smaller Kayla is popping. Smaller Kayla is real cute. Smaller Kayla is, he's not, I know that that's not his intention. So for me, I'm comfortable dealing with him. Right now, at this point in my journey, I'm not interested in dating anybody. For the simple fact being, A, I don't have time for somebody trying to get with me based off of, oh, dang, she looks good. Like, I don't have time for that. And B, the most important part, I don't have time to get sidetracked. I'm not saying that you are the type of person that gets sidetracked, but what I'm saying is, you guys, I have another, so what? I have another 70 pounds to lose, okay? You get wrapped up in relationships, you get sidetracked, you go on dates. A lot of dates consist of going out to eat, you go to carnivals, food, you go to movies, food, you go to dinner, food. It consists of a lot of eating. I don't have time for that right now. Right now, my goal is my finances, my family, my weight loss. That is my goal right now. And I feel like dating really, it sidetracks the main focus of what you got going on, if that makes sense. So I encourage you, if you are a strong-minded person, you know, and you can navigate the two, I mean, sure, go ahead, go out, date, but be very cautious of people and their intentions. If these are people who 5 years ago, they wouldn't pay you the time of day, hell, 2 months ago, they wouldn't pay you the time of day, and now all of a sudden, you looking real snack-like, and now all of a sudden they want to be like, oh, hey, what is their intention? You see what I'm saying? What's their intention? Because I'm nobody's piece of meat that you think you're going to call over at 3 a.m. and, oh, I was the first one to get with her after she... We don't play those games because I like real nice expensive bags. If you know what I mean. And I'm not playing. I'm so serious. I don't play those kinds of games. For me, as shallow as it may seem, I am comfortable dealing with someone who I've been dealing with because I know his intentions. I know what it is. I go, we kick it, we have a good time. I go home, I go about my business. It's been like that for years and I'm okay with that because it is what it is. That's our relationship. That's our situationship. As far as settling down, building a family, having kids, doing all that, it's none of the sort, and I'm okay with that. There is going to come a time in my life where I do want to meet somebody. I do want to have a family. I do want to do all that, but now's not the time for that. I don't want to do all that right now. I'm absolutely not interested in getting pregnant. Like, I really want to get the rest of my weight off. I really want to get my plastic surgery done in the next year and a half. Like, there's goals that I want to get done. I'm not interested in any of that. I just, the main point of this video, you guys, and I don't write stuff down because I feel like that's scripted, and I'm not coming to you guys to give you no scripted video. You know, that message that she sent me, like, I sat on this for days now. Like, how dare somebody tell you that I don't want to be with you no more because you look good and you want to go out here and think that if you feel that way, honey, then leave. If you have a wife or you have a husband and they tell you, you know, well, I liked you bigger or better when you were bigger. If they feel that way, if your success bothers them, it's okay to cut ties. Even if you guys have kids together, it's okay to cut ties with them, you guys. I luckily am fortunate enough right now, as bad as it may seem, my son's father is away. He is in prison. So I don't have to deal with that, but I can assure you, if he was out, the way that I look now, all hell would have broke loose. It would be a problem. He would be beating down my door to be up over here to try to be in my face. And the answer would be no. You did not value my time when I was with you. You did not value your son's time. You did not value my morals. You did not value me as a person. You did not respect me. You did not respect your son. You did not respect our family. I tried. So at the height of me feeling good, at the height of me finding myself, at the height of my success, you think I'm going to let you come walk up in here and destroy everything I have going on? I don't think so. And that's why I tell you guys, you have to be really cautious about who is paying you attention. Why? Ask yourself that. If someone comes out the woodwork, or one of your exes comes back, especially somebody that did you dirty, or, you know, some girl that, you know, you were a gentleman to her, you gave her everything and she did you wrong. She played you for some, you know, nilly-willy bodybuilder down the street. Now all of a sudden she wants to come back. Ask yourself why. You want to come back now? Why? Because I look good? But when I was sitting up over there 400 pounds, you didn't want nothing to do with me. You wanted to dog me out. Ask yourself. When you was sitting up over there cooking him meals, putting on lingerie, waiting for him to come home and he never came home. Treated you like crap. Treated your kids like crap. Now all of a sudden you've lost weight. You looking good. You got everything going for you. You out and about. In the club. Having you a little beverage. Money going good. And now he wants to come back. Why? Ill intentions. Be cautious of those kinds of people. I'm just telling you guys. People are going to come out the woodwork, y'all. I'm telling you... Honey, my DMs have been flooded. I have heard from people who I have not talked to since like 9th, 10th grade. I graduated in 2010. Like, people I have not seen since high school. People I haven't seen since college. People I haven't seen since years. Exes who treated me like... Talk about you looking real good. Yeah. And I don't have time for anything that you got going on. Now, like I said, as far as the dating and finding new relationships is concerned, if you're a strong-willed person and you think that you can navigate focusing on your weight loss and, you know, navigating a new relationship, go for it. But I'm a realist and I know myself, and I know that I don't feel like dealing with, okay, I get into a relationship with someone, it goes good, all hell breaks loose, and then I'm sad, and then I'm depressed, and what does that cause, you guys? And then I want to eat, but yet I'm focusing on my weight loss, so then it's going to make it hard. Or, you know, like I said, dating, when you first get into a relationship with someone, it's a lot of food, it's a lot of this, right now, I'm just really content with how things are in my life. I'm really happy. And I don't need a man to validate what I got going on. I'm fine. I'm happy how I am. Like, and that's just me. I just don't need a relationship to validate any of my success. Right now, I'm fine. And not only that, but it's almost becomes this thing where, like, you want to ask somebody, and I thought about this the other day, like, when I do start dating again, it's like you want to pull out old pictures and say, okay, would you have talked to me before when I look like this? Just to see what they would say. Now, I'm not going to sit here and tell you guys, like, I mean, I'm not saying like, oh, I was the stuff, and no. I never really had a problem, like, with men approaching me. I never had a problem, like, talking to men. Like, I've always had a relationship. I've always felt confident in speaking to men and talking to men and feeling sexy, per se, if that makes sense. I was never, like, how some big girls, you know, they're very unconfident. They don't know how to speak to men. They just, that's not their thing. That was never me. Like, I've always been very confident in myself. But I will say the quality of men that I attracted was not the greatest. Now, it's a little bit different. Well, I shouldn't say it's a little bit different. It's a lot different. at this point in my life, I know what I want. So when the time comes for me to start dating, it's not going to be any of the shenanigans that I dealt with in the past. If you think that I worked my butt off to lose 150 pounds, because when this is all said and done, I will have lost, hopefully, I'm aiming to lose around 150 pounds. So if you think that I am going to work my butt off to be disciplined, change my lifestyle, lose 150 pounds, and then deal with some not-ass man, yeah, I don't think so. So my whole quality of men that I will be seeking is going to be completely different. So that's another reason why right now dating is just not something that I'm interested in. And I feel like when you're really focused on one goal, you should try to accomplish that goal before jumping into another one. Now, I'm not saying, I mean, Mr. Right or Mrs. Right, sometimes it just happens and you can't help it. You could pass them in a grocery store, you spark up conversation and it happens. And that's a beautiful love story. That's great. Don't pass up those opportunities and misconstrue what I'm saying with, oh, well, you know, well, Kayla said I really shouldn't. That's because that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, okay, for example, you used to love to sit in bed and eat, because that was my thing. Is I would sit in bed, I would watch Netflix and, you know, munch on my little hot Cheetos, because that was my thing, my hot Cheetos, girl. So I'm saying don't replace habits like that with, ooh, let me sit up in bed and swipe through Tinder. Because we all know what's on Tinder. Let me sit in my bed and swipe through this, what is that Facebook dating thing? Yeah, I was on that shenanigans. Don't replace one habit for another habit. That's what I'm saying. Like those dating apps, you guys, I mean, I'm sure some people have met people on there and they've worked it out. They've had everlasting relationships, but in this day and age, it's very hard to find love. It's very hard to find a good relationship. But especially if you're on a weight loss journey or you were once a very heavy person who's been through hell and back dealing with relationships, such as myself, trust issues, because I know I have them. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you guys and be like, oh, I don't have trust issues. No, I have major trust issues. I got to fix all that. I have to fix all that. I've done a lot of self-healing. I've done a lot of self-love. I've done a lot of self-fixing, but there's still more that I have to work on. And I have a huge inkling that there's still a lot that you have to work on too. So is now the best time for you to be dating somebody? Just ask yourself that. That's all I'm saying. Just ask yourself that. If you have tackled all of your issues, if you have tackled your food addiction, if you have tackled all your shit, then sure, go ahead and start dating. But I'm just saying, if you haven't tackled any of your stuff, or if you have a lot of stuff that you still need to tackle, I do not think that throwing dating in the mix is the best idea. Now, like I said, I'm not going to sit here and tell you guys, oh, I'm a saint and I don't have me a little man moment. Because I do. You guys, I do. But that man moment is with the same person who I've been dealing with for umpteen years. So with that being said, like, I know his intention. He knows my intention. I know what it is. He knows what it is. And once I leave, see you next time. Like, I know it sounds so bad, you guys, but like, it works. We have a good time. And I love him. I love him, you guys. I love him dearly. And I know he loves me dearly too. But for us, like, it just works. At the end of the day, I'm a human. I love affection, and on top of it, I'm a woman. But there are some times where I need male attention. I need male affection. Like, I don't want to lay with my son every night. Like, there are some nights that I want a big man to wrap his arms around me and hold me and cuddle me and give me a little man moment. So on those nights, like, you know, we go to dinner, we have a good time, and I go home and there's no strings attached and there's no drama, and there's nothing wrong with that. But I have a lot of stuff that I still need to work on before I call myself dibbling and dabbling in a relationship. So, I don't know. I just wanted to come to you guys and tell you that if you're in a relationship with someone who they don't respect your journey, they throw, you know, harsh words out like, well, I liked you better when you were bigger. I don't like this new you. You know, that's not a good person. they weren't good from the beginning. From the beginning, they had ill will, and I'm going to tell you that right now. Anyone who doesn't want to see you succeed, there's no place at all whatsoever for them in your life, and you need to get rid of them. Also, I hope you take from this video, be very cautious of the men who are going to approach you. You're going to have people come out the woodwork from everywhere. You're going to have people who never paid you any attention whatsoever. You're going to have people who treated you like dirt. You're going to have exes. You're going to have people who were downright mean to you, try to hit you up and be real nice to you when you start slimming down and looking good. So be very cautious of those kinds of people, and keep in the back of your mind before you go deciding, well, everyone needs a second chance. No, they don't need no second chance. Their first chance was when they were calling you, you know, fat this and fat that and being mean to you. They don't need second chances. Don't give those kind of people second chances because they don't deserve it. And also be mindful that, again, we're working on becoming better us. We're working on our food addiction. We're working on our weight loss. We're working on becoming the best us that we can be. So if throwing dating in the mix is going to shuffle that up and mess up what you got going on, then maybe right now is not the best time to date. However, like I said, if you're strong, I mean, go ahead. But if you deep down inside know that right now is not a good time to be doing that, then maybe reconsider. That's all I'm saying. And I guess lastly, I just wanted to say, which is going to sound kind of like it's contradicting, but I'm not. Don't shut everyone out by saying, well, he probably wouldn't even talk to me anyways if I was big, or she probably wouldn't even talk to me anyways if I was big. We can't judge people by thinking that way. We don't know. We didn't meet them when we were 323 pounds. And I have to constantly tell myself that. You can't judge people. You don't know. If you meet someone and they're really nice to you and the vibe is good, you know, see where it goes. If you might meet Mr. Right or you might meet Mrs. Right, but, you know, because you're judging them based on what they would have thought when you were X amount of weight, you're not going to know that because you're not that weight anymore. Maybe they're not shallow like everybody else in the world is in 2021. You don't know because you're not that weight anymore. So don't shut people out simply based on what you think they would have thought if they would have seen you at X amount of weight. That's all I'm saying. So I don't know. With that being said, you guys, I just wanted to touch base on it because you guys got to realize that people are going to treat you different. It's so shallow, and it's so sad that I'm even coming on here having to have this conversation, but people are going to treat you different. Ladies, I advise you, if you are, you know, dropping massive amounts of weight, you know, you want to, and I've done this even at my heaviest. I've always carried like mace and stuff with me, but I really advise you to carry, you know, mace and things like that with you, because guys are weird the way it is, you know, but guys get a little bit more intense the smaller you get, and just be safe. You know, watch your surroundings, pay attention to when you're leaving. If you're a nightclub goer like I am, you leave the bar, and pay attention to who's driving behind you and cars that are behind you when you leave the grocery store and things like that. Just, you know, I noticed that guys always they've always held the doors open and stuff for me. Like, that's never been like an issue for me. But I notice it a lot more now. Like, I'll go to the store and they'll be real quick to grab the door for me. Or, oh, you can go ahead of me. Like, it's just weird, you guys. So just be prepared. Like, people are going to pay you a different kind of attention. Like, it's just a different kind of attention. I can't describe it. You're going to experience it. Let me know down below in the comments if you already have experienced it. Like, it's courtesy times 10, if that makes sense. Like I said, if you are a nightclub goer or a bar goer, like, guys have always offered to buy me drinks, and I've never been a fan because I've always had rotten luck. Like, a guy will offer to buy me a drink, and then they feel like they're going to follow me around the bar all night, and I hate it. So I got to a point a few years ago where I quit accepting drinks from guys because I don't like that behavior. But now when I go out, it's like times 10. Like, oh, let me get you a drink. Oh, here, let me grab your, oh, here. And I'm like, I'm good. So I'm just saying, you guys, be prepared for that. Watch your surroundings. Be cautious of people's intentions, because people are so shallow. They're so like, oh, you look good. Oh, I mean, take the compliments in. They feel good. They, you know, but it's like, yeah. And you were also didn't pay me the time of day when I was 323 pounds. So cut it out. That's all I'm saying. So I hope this video helps you guys. It's not as organized as I had planned it in my head, but like I said, I don't write anything down. I come to you guys as is because I speak from my heart. I can't write this stuff down, you guys, because it's not legit. In my mind, it's not legit if I write it down. It has to come from the heart. And this is something that I just really needed to get across, because you need to know what's going to happen afterwards. Some of your relationships, if you're in one, they may be affected after this. I'm not saying that it's going to happen, but some of them, it may be affected. And if someone doesn't want to be with you because you want to be successful, you want to look good, you want to lose weight, you want to feel better, you want to be able to tie your shoes, you want to be able to walk upstairs, you want to be able to fit in amusement park rides, you want to be able to do normal everyday things that everyone else in the world is doing without it being a problem. If they have an issue with that, pack their bags for them and send them on their way. Okay? With that being said, I love you guys so much. Get your hydro jug, get your water in, get your water in, get your water in, you guys. We are 81 pounds down, honey. We are going to hit that 100-pound mark. I am not quitting until I hit that 100-pound mark. And even when I hit the 100-pound mark, what am I talking about? I'm not quitting. Who? Even when I hit the 150-pound mark, I'm not quitting. This is a lifestyle change. So with that being said, you guys visit bariatricpal.com. That's your one-stop shop for everything you need. I'm gonna leave you a link down below. You'll get 15% off your entire first purchase. You'll get everything you need there. Your vitamins, your utensils, your foods, your dressings, your desserts, your protein desserts, your protein shakes. You'll get everything you need there. But I love you guys so much. I'll see you in my next video. Make sure you follow me on Instagram. I am KaylaArmani. You'll get daily motivation. And like I said, I love you guys so much. I just come to you from my heart and know that if you need me, I'm here. So reach out, email me, DM me, whatever you need to do. I'm here. I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. And if you like this video, I'd really, really, really love you even more. So make sure you like the video. And if you don't want to like the video, that's okay. You ain't got to like the video. But what you're not going to do is leave negative comments. Period. With that being said, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.